So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 14. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Third and just 2 to go. Looking for a throw here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's on the move. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10 now. Hitting Ingram on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They are throwing it again. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll try it left with Etienne. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Okay, 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. This time he's looking to throw. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Etienne gets them a couple there in a very good spot now with 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Etienne. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Jaguars reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. On now is Cook to kick this away. The turn starts from the goal line. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18 Rattler.
Penix going to throw straight away. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Working quickly here. Penix working from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
19 tight. Hurt. Let's lead 19. 19 light. Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's going to be 4th and short. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And again, it's Penix. And they got home, sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a give. It's ETN headed left. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. Strike.
From the 17. ETN on the catch. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Maverick.
Penix here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Set. Hey. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70. Set, go.
Penix now. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Chap 60, chap 60. Hut.
2nd and 8. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He fires one deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
They bring Thomas in motion. Again the throw now on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. So now here's 3rd and 5. He's dropping back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half. On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. His work begins at the 31. We're at the 2-minute warning of a high-scoring game so far. My goodness. It's the Falcons beginning their drive here. First and 10 now from the 30.
Shut up. Go street. 19 try. 19. Mustang 19. 19 Lion.
Penix looking to pass. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Foye Oluwakin with the pick. And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
70 Lion. Let's go.
Now a give to ETN running right. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to the air here. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion.
Cup 19. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Set go.
Penix on 1st down. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. That's complete inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie before halftime. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took them a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
Here's a throw. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Okay, ready.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Lightning 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now looking to throw. Taking a shot for the end zone. Big gain downfield. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 21. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
30-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication. Everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Regs. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
He's back to throw. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, ready.
To the air with Penix. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
70 Timberwolves. Check. Bring it. Street. Ready.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they wrap him up after a short push to the 42. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
19 tight. Set the
Here's Penix to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last thing, 19. Lion. Buffalo 18. Cup 19.
3rd down, it's Penix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Ready up.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go. Track 60. Check out.
Pass play now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Talk 70. 69.
He's going to throw this one. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Hold the ready.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Go.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 4. That's taken in by ETN. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, set.
Here's ETN on the give. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A give right side, here's Bigsby. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars push their lead further to start the half. Honest Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14.
Falcons 21. Logan Cook, the kicker for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They kick the running back in motion. On first down, here's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Trap 60, 79 Bronco. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Here's second and 5. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come on. Set Cowboy 80.
Penix working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Bronco 80. 18, right here. Let's go now. Take over.
And again, it's Penix. He's got it over the middle. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up second and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Smash.
From the shotgun, Penix. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Falcons
19 tight.
first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
19 Lion. Buffalo 18. Go.
Penix now on first down. Oh no, they get him yet again. Foye Oluokun with the pick. And the Jaguars have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
On the jump.
They're out and set, first and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4. Three quarters in the books from this one. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Cut 19. Go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Duvernay comes in motion right. An option give here to Etienne. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Back to throw now. Escapes the pocket. On the move. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Falcons have some new life in the 4th. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Shut up. 60 Eagles. 6 tracking 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 7. Pitts brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Tiger, 19. Let's go. Lion.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Tag. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60. Get up.
Trying again following the sack. That's brought in by Mooney. And they get this down to the 28. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
79 Bronco. 18 Run. 18 Run. 18 Pioneer. Check go.
Penix on 3rd down. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Here we go. Set. 19. Let's get it, 19. Go.
Pass play on 1st and 10. This is Ingram working the left side. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down, ball at the 36. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Running down the left side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Jaguars approaching win number 7 on the year. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Got a man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Hurt.
Running back sent in motion. Penix on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready? Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Bobcats. Top 60. Trap 60. 79 Broncos. Check go.
Penix now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times quarterbacks have been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
18, Pioneer.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Foye Oluwakin with the pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Go.
They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. For the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L dogs, nothing but them blacks.